In here we have brain fluid. Grayish amoeba-shaped brain fluid wobbles and bounces, extracted from a patient whose head expanded until that was all that they were. In the early days of the Healing Church, the Great Ones were linked to the ocean, and so the cerebral patients would... I didn't catch it. My bad. But that actually...
Oh, hello. Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret.
I was about to say that actually leads me to my point for today, that I have to come to you post-commentary because, yeah, you guessed it, I had some more audio troubles. But this time it was actually video troubles. The audio was all there, but there was no way for me to link it up, and it just, I don't know what happened to the video. I recorded for well over 2 hours, and I guess that's what I get for breaking my tradition of like a good hour, maybe 30 minutes. I just really wanted to bring y'all so much yesterday, but I got the majority of the footage.
Go on. Kill Maria atop the astral clock.
We didn't really miss...
She hides the real
He's
secret.
repeating himself. We really didn't miss much of anything, so I'm gonna try to post-commentate my way through what we do have today. All the bosses, all my trademark deaths. No. All that is... That's all good. We're all good with that. I was commenting at this part, I believe, about how, like, this is what it looks like when you switch the stairs. I don't think we've been back down here since I've turned the stairs. That was the last episode. I came back because I figured out what you're supposed to do with those ball sack looking things. You're supposed to get brain fluid, which you saw the description of at the beginning of this video. Also picked up this shield, and I'll highlight that a little bit later in the footage. I'm not even going to attempt to read that just in case it speeds up on me. Sorry, just try pausing the video. It's supposed to be, it does actually, I tested it out in the research hall. It does actually block against non-physical damage. Whatever those chemicals are that they throw at you, it does block against that. But it damn sure doesn't block against when their limbs stretch out and hit you. I can tell you that. But yeah, I believe here I was highlighting how it looks. But those ball sack things that we talked to, the fleshy heads, in quotes, because I think we picked up their head and that's what it was called. You're supposed to bring her brain fluid from them. And this is Adeline, I believe.
Oh, there you are. Don't be greedy. As they say, I should know.
I was talking about my stats here and how I'm kind of upset. I feel like this is a wasted character because Arcane 40 is in Arcane, and I don't know if that's a good... I'm pretty sure they were like, that's where you start to get... That's where you just basically started to waste points, and I just want to respect my character so bad. I never appreciated that feature enough in Dark Souls 2, and now I wish I had. Because I don't feel like starting over. Here I was trying to see if reloading the area would get it to work because I already gave her one brain fluid and she gave me her blood vial. But no, you have to actually give her the brain fluid, go to the boss. You don't have to beat the boss, but you have to encounter the boss, and that triggers the second part of her quest. And you'll see here soon, I'll start editing these parts out, me killing these old men, because it's actually not even necessary, regardless of whether I'm going up the elevator or out the door. Just really killing that one guy by the elevator is enough. But yeah, I am so sorry. I went to go put the footage together, you know, sync the video up or sync the audio up and everything, and I checked and my video file is shorter than my audio file. Oh, now I'm like, okay. By a good amount of minutes. It's just like it recorded, it had to. Because I didn't start the recording again. It's just like it just decided it was not going to capture that first part. But yeah, that thing right there is what you need to get the brain fluid from. You do have to kill it. I did get a message. Here it comes. What a playthrough be without me getting hit by this stuff. I did get a message that kind of hinted to me that you need to kill those things. And I just didn't get it at the time, but they really did try to help me out there. There's one way atop the rafters, we saw that. And then there's one right down here past this old man hunter and the other hunter. What was it using? I believe the threaded cane. So we didn't come down here for nothing. Yeah, this place actually has a really important purpose because you need to deal with Adeline. You don't have to finish her quest, but you need to give her at least 2 brain fluid from these guys. But it's not going to drop it because I already received one from it.
Lady Maria, will I ever once say some...
Here I was trying to figure out the new layout for the staircases because I didn't want to do too much the last time. I just went and got the brain fluid so you guys didn't have to see me be going back all over and waste footage after I had made the mistake. And here I am being a dumbass. I just opened the door and walked right in. I don't know what I was thinking because it clearly looks like boss doors. Although the last time I saw these kinds of doors was... what was that? It's where you go to get the make contact gesture, which is not a boss fight. But I still should have known better. Like, it's like the stairs and the moonlight and everything highlights the door so well. It can only be a boss fight. It can only be the way to go. But this boss fight is like an upgraded, Celestial Emissary boss. Which could be what they were trying... I think Epic Name Bro said the whole point of what they were trying to do was to make somebody to talk to the Great Ones. And this could have very well been the early... like the prototypes to the Celestial Emissary. And I'm guessing, like, looking back now, we saw that crazy guy planting the flowers on the balcony, or planting a flower, like sunflowers like this. Looks like sunflowers anyways. And we know, I don't remember what the flowers look like in Lumen Flower Garden. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to see all their moves and... But, like, what do these sunflowers have to do with anything? Or are these sunflower-looking flowers? I was just wondering, because it seems like we're getting... like, emphasis is being placed on them. I've seen them, like, 2 or 3 times now. Yeah, honestly, they're not too bad. And I mentioned this, I am going to be co-oping through this playthrough, for bosses at least. Although I will show you something later. But if it bothers you, you want to see me play it solo, I can make separate videos for the bosses in the DLC of me soloing them. Because I did solo, yep, there it goes, the inevitable. I did solo a good number of the main game bosses alone. I use this character as co-op to practice, as you can see here.
Is anyone there? Please, somebody, I need
The
help.
boss fight.
I'm trying, but I'm afraid the sound is fading.
The boss fight is the trigger.
Hello? Please. Oh, please, I need brain fluid. The sticky sound is fading fast. Please bring me brain fluid. I must have it. That sound, it is all that guides me. Without it, I'll be sent back to my former, lesser years.
But yeah, I can record that again if it bothers you. You want to see me do it alone. It's really not an issue because I'll come back with my second character anyways, so.
Yes, that's it. Let me have it.
Yeah, I didn't. This was not a fun,
I can hear.
I can too, and it was nasty.
Yes, Thank you. Thank you so much. You have saved me. Take this charm. Lady Maria gave it to me, but it is all I can offer, other than my own blood. Please, do not abandon me. I promise to do good.
That line of dialogue honestly made her the saddest character in this game to me. Besides Gascoigne's whole family situation. It's just like something was just so chillingly sad about what she just said. But here's the lore for the balcony key. Of course, like I said, just pause here and read it. I did actually film me talking to her. That's one thing that did go missing that I'm pretty upset about, because I'm trying to get all the NPCs dialogue for you guys to see, because if anybody likes lore as much as I do and you're watching this, I feel I have not been as good about it as I could have been. And I apologize about that. And the least I could do is read item descriptions for you guys and show you as much NPC dialogue as I can. And I had it recorded where you give her the brain fluid. And I also had something to talk about there. How she's actually pretty reminiscent of like Adela, because she says she's a blood saint. Which I think Adela is referred to as a nun, but essentially what it sounds like she's describing herself as, being cultivated for blood, being used specifically for her special blood or her sacred blood or what have you. It sounds very similar to what Adela is. So maybe blood saints evolved into nuns. Maybe that's one of the lies the church started telling. It seems to be young women, but it very well could be men. I don't know. There could be men giving their blood. We don't really know. We've mainly only come across women in the main game. I don't know if there's anything that states that it's only for women to give their blood. And here, yeah, I actually noticed the trap this time. Like, look, I noticed one there, and I noticed one there. I actually got it. Right down there is where the lock shield is at. It'll be guarded by one of those things crawling on the main floor now. And here, I was trying to get the balcony key. That is not it, though. I thought that was it, but we will see where it's at. Not the balcony key, the underground cell key, my bad. But this is not it. It's right in here. It's on the ledge that we saw earlier in the dark room that leads up to that crazy lady. And this is where the ambush was, I'm guessing, because, well, you'll see. And I was just fortunate enough to have dodged all the way over here. I could have picked the wrong side and ran right into her. But yeah, anyways, like, I was drawing the connection between Adela and Adeline. Adeline could have very well been like the early prototype of what the nuns were as when we come into the game. This elevator is so cool to me, though. It's just like this whole thing just shows you, I guess, what the process was. If you were just wondering about something that might be that, I don't consider it minuscule. I won't say that. It seems important to me, even though it's not going to progress the story or change it or anything. But it kind of gives you an idea of what these church doctors, in quotes, what kind of procedures they carried out and how. Maybe. That's how I take it. But keep this room in mind, because I have something to address about this later, because I'm very confused. Yeah, here I go with these two again. Fred and Grady fuck me up every time. I swear. It's just these two guys right here. I don't even know. And I thought like it's gonna be an epic. Well, it's not gonna be an epic fail, but it is a fail all the same. But I'm sitting here thinking that, oh, call me on. Like, you help me with bosses. Like, you wreck a Breedis. So, I mean, look at these guys. Like, who the fuck are you? No, you're surely not stronger than a Breedis. Well, Yeah, I was scared as hell. Yeah, it's a good thing I got that one heal in. It would have been a wrap, and I'd have been pissed off. I mean, they paired, like, to me, the most fearsome pairing, like, it's actually not wheelchair hunters. I don't know why I called it that the last time. I believe they're, like, well, maybe they are hunters. I don't know, but I think they refer to as, like, the old rich men of Yarnum. They've been, like, the only way they can defend themselves now is with guns. Because they're, like, wheelchair ridden. Yeah, I tried it again, didn't learn. One thing I can say is I farmed out plenty of quicksilver bullets. Thank God for lecture hall. I need to put that same effort into blood vials because we're looking a little low again. But you're not here. We're not at a general store. You don't need to hear my supply list. This key does not work for this. I thought it might. I don't know why. That'd be just giving me too much at once. But I think I pick up the key today. I'm pretty sure. If I don't, I know where it's at. I just can't recall if I picked it up today or not in the playthrough. Or not today, but I actually recorded this last night, but it was just too late for me to even think about giving post commentary. And I was so frustrated, I would have probably had an attitude, and I don't approve of uploading stuff like that. Like, it wasn't you guys' fault. I didn't want to sound like pissed or frustrated or anything. This is Yamamura, I believe. I don't know too much lore on him. I do know that you can summon him. And that leads me to my question about... Yeah, you're supposed to kill him. That cut there was me looking it up because I wanted to be certain. Because you cannot undo anything in these types of games. But you get his set. Didn't read it for you. I apologize. Gonna try to start the gameplay off reading over a few items I messed up and didn't show you next time. But this cell does open these. This key does open these cells. So, if you were wondering, like when I was going in on them locked doors earlier, there you go. But I was wondering about like, be careful in here now. There you go. You gotta just... I don't really know how else. The only way I could have thought to have done that better was to, now I know where he's at, open the door. I thought he was gonna come charging out at me. I figured I'd get the jump on him. But anyways, the fact that Yamamura, we kill him, but we can summon him later, brings me back to my question. Oh, actually, I think I addressed that question in the lost audio. How to summon signs? They're not really summon signs. How does it really work in this game? Because I understand it's like you ring your bell and it connects with the resonant bell of other hunters. If you ring your beckoning bell and vice versa. But yeah, Call Beyond finally did something. Like, it finally had my back. I thought we were friends. But I always thought that was if the hunter was alive. Like, maybe that's like why. Well, earlier, I know that we didn't have a lot of NPCs in the game. But I thought that maybe that once you died, like, you couldn't be summoned again. I didn't think we were in that whole, oh, you're in different worlds, time is convoluted type of thing. Yeah, and as we can see, Adeline, her marbles ditched her with the quickness. Like, she's done. She's nuts. She's one of them now.
Oh, hello. One last time. Will you fetch brain fluid just one last time? The murky, mushy, sticky sound in my head. Just a head. That's all there is. I need my baptism. Please, I beg of you. I want to be something.
Yeah, you've got to kill her to get that last brain fluid. It has to come from her, oddly enough. But she will come back without any effort or anything on your part, like when you have to bring back Queen Annalise. Like, just... Here we have Yamamura. Just go back to that location after you reset the area and she'll be back. He is actually a really good NPC fighter. It's kind of like... I mean, I'm not going to compare him to the greats like Tarkus or something. I don't think he could solo these guys. But he heals when he's supposed to. His AI is actually pretty good. He puts in work, backs off when stuff gets hot. I was really surprised because I love FromSoft, but they're not known for their AI, okay? Like, as a fan, I can criticize that without myself getting too... without getting upset or anything, because it's a fact. I have, like, you don't even know about Lucatiel and how I felt, and she's my favorite character, but I just couldn't with her and every boss.